各位委员、各位朋友、各位同志，
Friends,
中国人民政治协商会议第13届全国委
the
员会
third annual session of the 13th National Committee of CPPCC should have 2,151 members,
2057
the actual attendance is 2,057. We are up to
应邀
the
参加今天
requirement.
会议的有中共中央总书记、
The
国
General
家主席、
Secretary
中
and
央军委主
President
席
of
习近平同
PRC,
志。
Xi Jinping, is here with us.
党和国家其他领导同志，
And also with us, there are leaders and cadres for the party and the nation.
中共中央、全国人大常委会、国务
The
院
Standing Committee of the MPC and the State Council and its agencies also have their representatives here with us. We also have the overseas Chinese. Welcome you all.
现在我宣布，
Now I declare
中国人民政治协商会议第
the
13届
third
委员
annual
会
session of the 13th National Committee of Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference is officially kicked off.
请全体起
Now
立，
please all rise up
唱国歌。
and sing the national anthem. Dear members, ever since the outbreak of the novel coronavirus, under the leadership of CPC Central Committee with General Secretary Xi Jinping at its core, we have made steadfast efforts, and the battle in Wuhan and Hubei has been won, and the prevention and control of the epidemic nationwide has also made big headways. We have made coordinations in controlling and preventing the coronavirus, and our economic and social development has gone somewhere. In front of this severe epidemic, a group of medics, cadres, employees, community workers have sacrificed, and also some of those infected people have died from this disease. So to the martyrs and the deceased, we want to pay our tribute. Now please observe a moment of silence. This is the end of the observation. Please take your seats. The opening ceremony has 3 items on the agenda. Now let's begin the first item. We will deliberate and approve the CPPCC 13th National Committee's agenda. Now, the staff member, please read the draft.
中国人民政治协商会议第13
The
届
third
全国
annual
委员
session
会
of the
第3
13th
次会
National
议
Committee of
议程
CPPCC has the
草案
following agenda.
一、
According to the draft,
听取
firstly,
和
we
审
will
议
listen to
政
and
协全国委
deliberate
员会常务
the
委员
National
会工
Committee
作报告。
Standing Committee report.
二、
Second,
听取和
we
审
will
议
listen
政
to and
协全国委员
deliberate
会常务委员
the
会
Standing
关于
Committee
政协
and
13届
National
2次会议以
Committee's
来提案工作
draft
情况的
on
报
the
告。
work report ever since the
三、
second annual session
列
of the
席第
13th National
13
Committee
届
of
全国人民
CPPCC.
代表大会
Third,
第3次会议，听取并讨论政府
attend the
工作
third
报告及
plenary
其
session
他
of the
有关报
MPC
告。
and listen to the
讨论
government
民
work
法典
report
草案。
and the other reports and also discuss
四、
the
审
civil
议
law
通过政
draft.
协第13
Fourth,
届全国
deliberate
委
and
员会第
approve
3次会议
the
政治决议。
political decision of the
五、
third annual
审
session
议
of
通
the
过
13th
政协
National
第
Committee of
13届全国委员
CPPCC.
会第3
Fifth,
次会议关于常务委员会
deliberate
工
and
作报告
approve
的决
the
议。
Standing Committee's work report of the third
六、
annual session of the
审议
13th
通
National
过
Committee
政
of
协第13
CPPCC.
届全
Sixth,
国委员会
deliberate
提案
and
委员会
discuss and
关于
approve
政协
the
13届
proposal
3次会议
committee's
提案审查情况的报告。
review decision of
七、
this third
补
annual
选
session.
政协第
Seventh,
13届全国委员会秘书
prepare
长。
and
宣读完毕。
select the secretary of this
各
third
位委
annual
员
session.
对这个议程草案
Dear
有什么意
members,
见？
do you have any objection to this agenda?
如果没有意见，
If no,
请鼓掌通过。
Please applaud and approve this agenda.
现在进行第二项议
Now
程。
let's begin the second
请
item on this
汪洋主席
agenda.
代
Let's
表
invite
政协
Chairman
第
Wang Yang
3
on
届
behalf of the
全国委员会
CPPCC
常务委员会
and
做工
the
作报
Standing
告。
Committee of the 13th CPPCC to deliver the work report.
各位委员，
Members
我
of
代
the
表中国人
CPPCC,
民政治协
on
商会
behalf
议
of the Standing
第
Committee
13届
of the
全国委员
13th
会常务委员
National
会
Committee
向大会报告
of
工
the
作。
CPPCC
请予
to
审议。
deliver the work report
一、
for your deliberation.
2019 年
First,
70华
in
诞民初心
2019, the 70th anniversary is an echo to our initial
2019 年
and
是新
original
中国成立
intention.
70周年，
2019
也
marks
是
the
人民政协
70th anniversary of the
成立70
founding of PRC and the
但以习近平
CPPCC.
同志为核心
Under
的
the
中共
strong
中央坚
leadership
强
of
领导下，
PC Central
政
Committee
协
with
全国委员会
President Xi
及
Jinping
其
at its
常务委员
core,
会
the
以习近
CPPCC
平新
National
时代
Committee
中国
and
特色社会
the
主义思想
CPPCC
为指导，
Standing Committee have been guided
以庆
by
祝新中
socialism
国
with
成立
Chinese
70周年
characteristics in this new
和人
era,
民政协成立
with the
70周年
focus
为
on
重点。
celebrating the 70th anniversary
围绕
of
统
both
筹推进
PRC
五位
and
一体
People's
总体
Political
布局
Consultative Conference, we have
协
been
调推进
progressing with
四
the
个全面
five-sphere
战略布局
integrated plan, the four
聚
comprehensive
焦决
strategy,
胜全
and
面建
the
成小康
battle
社
of
会，
building
打
a
好
well
三
of
大攻坚
society
战
in a
等
well
任
of
务，
way, and the three battlefields.
加强专门协商
We
机构
have been
建设，
strengthening the establishment
认真
of
履
such
行
special
各项职
consultation
能，
organization
为
to
党和
fulfill
国家
our
事业发展
functionalities,
做出了新的
making
贡
new
献。
contributions to the undertakings of the party
中共中
and
央
the
召开
nation.
中央政
The
协工作
CPC
会
Central
议，
Committee
这在
convened
党的
the
历史、人
Central
民政协
Committee
历史
of
上都是
CPPCC
第一次。
Conference, which is the first
习近
time
平
in the
总书记
history of the
发表
party
重要讲
and
话，
People's Political
高度
Consultative
评价
Conference.
人民政
General
协70年
Secretary
的
Xi
历史
Jinping delivered a
贡献，
keynote report,
惊
highly
奇论述
commending
新时
the
代人民政协
contributions
工
in the
作的
past 70
使命
years
任务
and commenting
根本
on
要
the
求
missions,
着力重
fundamental
点
requirements, and
深刻揭示
priorities
人民政
of
协
People's Political
与国
Consultative
家治理
Conference
体
in
系
this
的
new
内
era.
在联系，
He revealed the
进一
internal
步科学
correlation
回答了
between
人
the
民政协
CPPCC and
是什
national
么
governance
干
system,
什么
answering
怎
the
么干
questions like
等
what is
重
it,
大问题，
what does it do, and how to
为
do
新时代
them,
人民政协事业发展指
pointing
明了
out the
前进
direction
方向。
for the course of CPPCC in
在
this new
过去
era.
1年多的工作
In
中，
the past 1 year,
在近期
and
抗击新冠
recently
肺炎疫情
in the
斗争中，
fighting against the
常
novel
委会认真落
coronavirus,
实
the Standing Committee has been carefully executing the new requirements and new arrangements of CPC Central Committee. It highlighted some focal points in the following forefronts. Firstly, implementing and studying the CPPCC Central Committee's meeting spirits, executing the CPC Central Committee's arrangement, and preparing for the Central Committee of CPPCC has allowed us to translate this process into an opportunity to study and implement General Secretary Xi Jinping's philosophies about how to improve the work of People's Political Consultative Conference. We take such a spirit of CPPCC Central Committee as a key political task. We have held a lot of activities, for example, the theoretical lectures and the thematic lectures to different levels of People's Political Consultative Conference, and we have been studying the spirit of the fourth plenary session of the 19th Central Committee of CPC to deepen our understanding about the socialist system with Chinese characteristics, the national governance system, and governance capacities modernization. We gained a further understanding about how to play the role of People's Political Consultative Conference as a special organization. And we also have kick-started 10 system building with 65 tasks specified in this meeting to lay a solid foundation for the work of CPPCC in this new era. Second, we prepared a series of activities for the 70th anniversary of CPPCC. According to the arrangement of CPC Central Committee, we organized the members to prepare for the 70th anniversary of PRC. We also staged a celebration of the 70th anniversary of the CPPCC themed under Me and Our CPPCC. We also arranged 10 special programs to tell the stories of multi-party cooperation with CPC leadership. We also organized 2,149 members in the 132 batches to pay field visits themed under original intention. We also selected and awarded 100 influential proposals in the past 70 years in CPPCC. We also made some documentaries under the same theme. We published some books like The Creation of a New World, The National Flag and National Anthem and National Emblem of PRC. Another book was called The Events of CPPCC in the 70 Years. We review the historical achievements to stimulate the impetus.
3. Will improve the efficiency in both fronts of our functions. We have carefully implemented the important instructions made by General Secretary Xi Jinping. In consultation and consensus forming, we have built platforms and mechanisms. And we have stick to the conversational system with political leadership and unified democracy. We've been inviting ex parte members to have conversations, and total number amounts to 316. We have held 11 ex parte inspections to study the Saihanba spirit as well as the achievement of the Three Gorges Dam, and 10 briefs and 16 members' lectures and 26 major campaigns for our members, and 2 open days for national CPPCC organizations. Improve the proposal, the speeches, as well as consultations quality. Establish briefing mechanisms and daily report mechanisms and special report mechanism and petition and other carriers, and to submit the advice and situation by all the CPPCC members and other sectors representatives. 4. Involve ourselves in the containment and combat against COVID-19. We've been acted according to General Secretary Xi Jinping's instructions and the decision of the Party Central Committee, organize and mobilize all party organizations and members to participate in this combat. We've been encouraging the members to use mobile platforms to fulfill their job positions in terms of strengthening COVID-19 prevention control, the restoration of work and life, as well as stabilize the society's expectations. We have altogether submitted more than 1,300 pieces of advices and suggestions and have held 3 members' lectures concerning the combat of COVID-19. And this has enabled us to win this battle against the COVID-19 and achieve social and economic development, improve our governance capacity, and optimize our systems and mechanisms. Surveys were conducted, and more than 5.6% of the members have participated in this. We have sent out proposals to members that are working at the front line of fighting this disease and sent out consolation letter to all the members that have participated in this battle. Over the past year, the Standing Committee have been fulfilling its job in a careful manner, and all works have been advancing in an orderly fashion. First, strengthen innovation and theoretical study in order to stick to the right political orientation. We have established this seminar system with the Xi Jinping thoughts on socialism with Chinese characteristic for new era at its core, and have established 11 study groups and have held 45 seminars to discuss on the Xi Jinping thoughts on socialism with Chinese characteristics, the CPC's history, the PRC's history, as well as the history of United Frontline. We have also been combining the functions of multiple activities of the CPPC in order to strengthen our understanding of the political advantages led by the CPC, as well as the institutional advantages of socialism with Chinese characteristics in order to consolidate our ideological foundation. Second, enrich the forms of consultation and unleash our best potential as an advisory body. We have been held 71 consultation meetings and 97 visitations, and have held cross-sector consultation meetings during its plenary session for the first time. We have made systematical arrangement, and 48 groups were formed on the platforms, so that our consultation extend from real life to online in order to facilitate the job fulfillment for our members. This online platforms has been proven to be highly efficient. 3. Strengthen new development concept and consult on the high-quality development. We have convened meetings concerning the high-quality development of manufacturing industry and in order to strengthen restructuring and optimize business environment as a reference to build a manufacturing country. We have also held special consultation meetings and organized hundreds of academicians to discuss innovation and consult on basic research as well as innovation-driven development. We have also been studying economic development and important issues of ecological protection.
Some of those key suggestions and proposals have been adopted about ecological development. Fourth, stay true to the principle of serving the people to boost the people's welfare and social development. For the affairs like the poverty relief in ethnic regions, we have made consultations and advised on how to consolidate the results of poverty relief and avoid returning to poverty. We have made some key proposals like the agricultural rejuvenation, agricultural products quality traceability system. We also encourage the publishing of certain documents in terms of the distant consultation of the rural road building. We also convened some education-related thematic workshops to discuss some related political affairs. For example, how to provide the public health services in rural areas, as to employment, old age care and health care, and other practical issues, and the essential issues like the rule of law. We have made some investigations. Fifth, stay coherent to gather strength. We improved the CPPCC system as a new type of political system and an organizational form as to the national unity, socialist core values, and other doctrines. We made interpretations. We convened thematic consultations and workshops. We also supported the Hong Kong CPPCC members to give their voices and to avoid violence in Hong Kong and to restore order. We publicized the successful practices of one country, two systems in Macau and guided the convening of the 15th Heluo Cultural Workshop and the 11th Straits Forum to boost communication cross straits in the grassroots level. We also strengthened our connection with the overseas Chinese. Sixth, deepen our friendly exchanges with foreign countries to serve the national landscape. We actively conduct high-level mutual visits and multi-level communications to publicize the People's Political Consultative System and the new type of party system. We also made some supervisory investigation as to the U.S. Senate and U.S. Congress and their actions, like the Hong Kong Human Rights and Democracy Bill and the Uyghur Human Rights Policy Bill. We have made solemn statements to refute such lies. Seventh, pay attention to high quality and the efficiency of duty execution. The members of the Presidential Conference took the lead in monitoring some key proposals and selected the key proposals and amended them. We have received 5,488 proposals in total, and 4,089 has been placed on file with market progress. We have made opinions and took measures in quality evaluation, and we have also made opinions about how to improve the investigations and studies in order to improve the results.
8. Led by the party, we also need to strengthen CPPCC self-construction. With the Party Central Committee's deployment, we have held the campaign themed Stay True to Our Aspirations and Keep Our Missions firmly in mind. The special committees, party committees, are playing the leader role, and the commentary systems is built. We have also held special work meetings for special boards, and in order to strengthen our opinions in terms of advancing their work. And we also need to build these model organs as our goal and to forge a team of cadres. We also need to ease the burdens at the grassroots level and carry out internal inspections and urge that the inspection group fulfill their supervisory responsibilities. Dear members, in the past year, we have made some achievement that will not be possible without the strong leadership of the Party Central Committee with Comrade Xi Jinping at its core, or the support of party committees of all levels, as well as governments and societies in all walks of life. And it's a result of our joint efforts. Hereby, on behalf of the Standing Committee, I'd like to extend my heartfelt thanks to you all. At the same time, we also are witnessing clearly our shortcomings in work. We need to further deepen our understanding of the role of CPPCC in the country's governance system. And we also need to optimize our working mechanisms as a consultation body. We need to build our consensus, and it needs further exploration. We need to improve our working qualities in terms of investigation and research. It's a problem-based process that has to be researched and be resolved in our future work. Second, the year 2020 is the year of marching towards a moderately prosperous society, as well as the last year of the 13th five-year plan. Our general guiding requirement of CPPCC are guided by Xi Jinping's thoughts on socialism with Chinese characteristics in a new era, and continue to carry out the spirit of the CPPCC's 19th National Congress and its 2nd, 3rd, and 4th central meetings, and strengthen the four awarenesses, consolidate four competences, and to maintenance, and stick to democracy, unity, advice, as well as consensus building, and play our function as an advisory body, mobilize the members, the parties, as well as the ethnic groups and people from all sectors to continue to contribute and do their efforts in terms of normalize the prevention control of COVID-19 and strengthen economic and social development. In order to win this final battle against poverty and build into a moderately prosperous society. First, strengthen our ideological and theoretical weapons. Our guiding principle is Xi Jinping's thoughts on socialism with Chinese characteristics for a new era. We have held collective study events, as well as the chair committees meetings and special seminars to study the spirit of the 19th CPC Central Committee, as well as the CPPCC's work meetings. We have organized special inspection themed the fighting of COVID-19 and self-education and self-improvement, and we need to further consolidate the willpower to overcome difficulties. Second, fulfill the goals to build a well-off society. We also need to strengthen our mechanisms in terms of resolving long-term poverty. Special meetings are held to discuss the 14th five-year plan, the building of the Greater Bay Area, as well as strategies concerning rural rejuvenation. We have our key tasks, and we have given our suggestions as a reference to decision-making.
Third, encourage union and coordination, so that for the non-party personage and Democratic Party members, they could play a bigger role in CPPCC. We also convene the religion-related workshops and the workshops related to ethnic minorities. We also do some visits and investigation about cultivate the religion-related talents. We also highlight the point that the members from Hong Kong and Macau shoulder their mission and responsibilities, and we improve the special administration regions system and mechanism related to constitution and basic laws. We also deepen our exchanges with certain party members, social organizations, and people from other circles within Taiwan Island. We will do our visits and investigation as to the above questions. Fourth, to improve our foreign exchanges. According to the diplomatic arrangement at national level, we must deepen our communication with the foreign organizations, political organizations, the media groups, and people from all circles of lives. We will convene the bi-weekly workshop and consultation conference themed under telling the human rights stories in China. We support CESC and the China Committee on Religion and Peace to attend certain international activities. Fifth, deepen studies about the theories of CPPCC. According to the arrangement of the fourth annual session of the 19th CPC Central Committee and the CPPCC Central Committee working meeting, we will give full play to the advantages of CPPCC system and the relation between CPPCC and national governance system, as well as the special consultation bodies operating mechanism. We will give full play to the role of CPPCC Theoretical Society to improve the theoretical system and to offer some theoretical support of the undertaking of CPPCC in this new era. Sixth, to improve the CPPCC working system. We are committed to the system of party leadership over CPPCC to improve the major arrangements of CPC Central Committee and the instructions of General Secretary Xi Jinping in order to improve our monitoring system. We will formulate the opinions on enhancing the consensus and the opinion on strengthening the responsibility of CPPCC members to give full play to the advantages of the new type of party and political system through the systems like proposals and giving voice on conferences. For the democratic parties, giving advices and suggestions in CPPCC occasions, we will make some systematic arrangements. We will also improve the working system of special committees and the connection and guidance system within the system of CPPCC. We will also build the cadre team with an effort to build a team of exemplary organs that will reassure the people at large. Third, cement the fundamentals. We will try to open a new chapter of CPPCC work in this new era. General Secretary Xi Jinping has delivered keynote remarks on the Central Committee's conference and his opinion on how to enhance the CPPCC work in this new era. With that, he offered suggestions about the key tasks of CPPCC now and for the near future. We must keep implementing those opinions and spirits to cement our fundamentals and stay committed to the system of CPPCC and develop better CPPCC undertaking.
First, we have to stay firmly committed to party leadership over the CPPCC. Accepting and welcoming the party leadership has been the consensus of people from all sectors upon the establishment of CPPCC and also written into the CPPCC Charter. Right now, the world is undergoing major and unprecedented changes. China is at a critical time to realize national rejuvenation. Our practice since the 18th CPC Congress have shown that only if we stick firmly to the party leadership and unite around the Party Central Committee with General Secretary Xi Jinping at its core, can we overcome the difficulties and realize national rejuvenation. In the CPPCC, party leadership has to be specific and it has to be implemented with theoretical weapons and job fulfillment, cooperation, the automation of organization and systems, and team building. And it is embodied in all links of CPPCC development. With systematic operation and democratic programs and effective work, we have to make endeavors to translate the party's proposals to consensus and actions of all walks of life so that CPPCC can become an important platform for the party to strengthen its leadership in all fronts. Second, promote systematic and institutional buildings as an advisory organ. We need to have a clear positioning as an advisory body, strengthen the unity, promote cross-party cooperation, and act upon the people's democracy. It's an embodiment of socialist democracy, and it's our clear systematic advantages. We have to march towards the right directions in terms of institutional building. Only with efficient institutions can we guarantee that our advantages can be fully utilized. We have to have a clear vision of our positioning. The CPPCC is not an organ of power nor legislation. It is an institution of Chinese characteristics and with unique political advantages. It's a political organization and a form of democracy. We have to strengthen our function as a consultation body. We are an organ to organize consultation, not a main body to conduct consultation. We are an important platform to discuss on matters of national importance and conduct cooperation. We are not consulting with the CPPCC, we are consulting in the CPPCC. We have to understand the rich content of political consultation that includes the consultation between members of different sectors. This is a multi-level and wide system development. We have to act according to the instructions of building party and national institutions and identify our functions and responsibilities so that constitutional democracy can be carried out throughout the process and build this working regulation in terms of consultation and promote the establishment of implementation mechanisms in decision-making. These are new experiences and new deeds in terms of systematization of CPPCC. We need to form consensus as well as synergy through consultation so that our systematic advantages can be translated into governance efficacy. 3. Do our job better in terms of building consensus. Consultation and advice is the result for job fulfillment, and building consensus is the same. It is important for us to integrate the building of a consensus into inspection, research, and consultation. We need to have a unified design and implementation system and handle properly unity and diversification. We need unity and not identical. We need alliances and not isolation. With the banner of patriotism and socialism, our common goal should be our common source of endeavors. We need to find our common ground while reserving differences and unite all powers from home and abroad to realize the great Chinese dream of national rejuvenation. Building consensus does not mean unification, but leadership towards a certain direction. It is not a one-way preach, but an interactive consultation. This is not agreement on surface, but agreement at heart. This is not one silver bullet to address all problems, but a long-term mechanism to address the problems that we may. We have to strengthen our studies through consultation and communication. Unity, criticism, and unity can also improve our consensus. We have to discuss on key matters and listen to the special groups' appeal of interest. We also need to learn and study the influence and impact of the internet developments on people's mindset. We also need to improve unity so that CPPCC can become a more important channel to address contradictions and forming consensus. This is a solid political and social foundation for the CPC to lead the people to govern the country. 4. Strengthen our sense of responsibilities. The CPPCC members are representatives from different factors. They are the main body of our work, and they have high influence and responsibilities. Some of them are public figures that have to shoulder their dual responsibilities. We also need to strengthen our sense of responsibilities and work for our country and people. No matter in CPPCC or in your own positions, you have to cherish your honor and know your responsibilities and never wring your hands when difficulties come. We also need to commit ourselves to decision, consultation, discussion, and national governance, and become a positive force for national rejuvenation. We also need to improve our capacities and meet the demand to optimize the country's governance system as well as capacity. We also need to strengthen our theoretical studies and read more books to strengthen our capacity and of research, capacity to connect to the crowds and cooperation. It is important for us to do our job well in terms of consultation, discussion, deliberation. The CPPCC mechanism has to be fully implemented. The members should also be playing as the role model and make endeavors and fully realize that CPPCC is a political organization and we should stick to our political stance unswervingly and make our voices heard when time comes. Our model actions is important in terms of job fulfillment and will also be leading the different people from sectors to move forward together. Members, we are now at a historical standpoint of the two seminary goals. The CPPCC is carrying honorable and major responsibilities. Let us unite closer to the Central Party Committee with Comrade Xi Jinping at its core and uphold the banner of socialism with Chinese characteristics and usher in a new era for CPPCC in order to build a moderately prosperous society, build the socialism with Chinese characteristics, and realize the great Chinese dream of national rejuvenation.